so far about $130 raised. Awesome. Pretty cool.
Same. Like, that's why
Trav, you want? Yeah, thanks a lot, Diva. Thank you again for the raid. Okay. I'm gonna, real quick, guys. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna leave you all with those of you who have not already joined my Discord server. There's the link. When I'm not streaming, I'm frequently hosting movie nights in my server, and I like to do monthly themes for different movies. And here, if you join my Discord server, here is a trailer of what movies you can expect to see this coming December. I'll be right back.
There's no fucking way. I will fucking shit, I'm distracted. It's so good.
Last year.
Night crew! This is Mario Paint music. A 10-hour mix. Yeah, exactly. I will be switching over to Connellcast, but I figured while I was still setting up, this would be appropriate. Hello, Lachlan. I mean, I could. That's fine with me. I don't have any problem with Mario Paint music. Hello! So, my apologies. I'm still setting up, still spamming my link everywhere. Hoping to get a decent turnout. Probably not gonna start the raffle, for at least a half hour or an hour, depending. Hello, Broken Wagon Wheel. welcome in. Also, I am hoping that that the Streamlabs raffle thing works properly. I've never used it before, so. I've already preset it up as far as I know, but there's always the potential it might not work as designed, so we should prepare ourselves for that. If it doesn't work, then I'll use some other kind of random draw thing. Hello, Hobbs. So anyway, while I'm waiting for people to see the link and arrive if they're interested, I am working on a commission. The Kaiju Sona. Whoa, what is that? That's a cool emote. I mean, kaiju would be hard to turn into an emote because you gotta have to, like, simplify them a lot for emote purposes. And kaiju tend to be a little complicated in their designs, you know? So. At least the good ones are. I suppose you can have more simple ones like Mothra or something, but... I mean, I love Mothra. Mothra's good, but... A lot of them are, they got like a lot of bumpies and scales and weird spiky shit, you know. Blowy stuff. I should make a moth command, but I don't know how I would do like an ASCII moth. I guess I could try to look one up. Like what symbols would I use for that? Alright, so more people are showing up. That's good. I mean, a giveaway's no fun if you only have, like, a tiny handful of people, right? Hello, Xenon! Oh yeah, that could work for a moth. That's a good idea, Hobbs. So how's everybody been? How was the rest of everyone's weekend? Post-holiday weekend? I got hit by a big windy rainstorm the other day, yesterday. Basically lasted all day long. Oh my god. Thank you for the gifted sub to 200 follows uwu, which I'm amazed that that is a name. Apparently, other people have celebrated in similar ways. Hello, Yinzi! And thank you for following Broken Wagon Wheel. New WoW expansion? Yeah, I heard about that coming out. I've seen trailers. I do not play WoW. I have never played WoW. Because I was busy playing Ragnarok Online and Guild Wars. But, I am amazed that WoW has the longevity that it does. I mean, it's going to be 20 years old soon, and it's still going and still releasing expansions, and that's pretty amazing. Well, Bryce is superhuman, so, I mean, that makes sense, Lachlan. Honestly, Bryce should probably stream. He can do, like, speedruns and stuff. Like, 100% completion kind of things. I have not at all planned what I want the fingers to look like, but I'm gonna probably go with something sharp. I don't know how many fingers. Maybe 3? 3 fingers and a thumb? Because it's a kaiju, so I can make the fingers, like, bulkier and more monstrous. And then I wouldn't have to do all 5 fingers, and that's less that I have to draw. Oh! Yes, I posted about the finger brush, which I found out about on Twitter. There is a brush for Clip Studio Paint. If you use Clip Studio and you struggle to draw fingers, which we all do at some point, it's very common. Don't be ashamed. There's a brush that you can use that, basically, yeah, it makes fingers. So in Clip Studio, there's brushes that can do, hang on, let me find one. There's all kinds of brushes that can do all kinds of effects. I just need to find a good one to demonstrate with. I have some. Like for instance, there's a brush where you can just make a chain. It literally just draws a chain for you. See? And then you can do cool stuff like you can do an outer line and then watch. Look, you just got a chain and all you did was just drag your stylus downwards. I do use that sometimes because drawing chains by hand can be just a big tedious pain in the ass. So basically what I'll do is I'll use this brush, the chain brush, and I'll essentially just I'll just use this to sketch it out. Like, I'll just do the length of chain that I want and the arrangement that I want, and then on another layer above it, I'll just actually draw it out the way I want it. So this is like a baseline so that I don't have to figure it all out as I go. But yeah, the finger brush is essentially something like that, except it's designed to draw, you know, what essentially looks like a finger, or a sausage, or a worm, or an eel. You know, depending on what you're using it for. But that's essentially what it is. And so I linked that in the art talk section of my Discord in case anybody wants to use it, because I know a lot of people get frustrated with drawing hands and fingers. It's a very natural frustration to have when you draw. Hands are tricky, fingers are tricky. You could make an incredibly long finger if you really wanted to. I have not installed the brush, but I mean, I could. Do you want me to install it and demonstrate it? Hang on. I have to open up not Clip Studio Paint, but Clip Studio in order to access the asset store and then download the asset. So just give me a minute to do that. Oh! Thank you, Cheyenne Hills, for the host. Caffeinate? You don't say. Alright, hang on. Ah, there we go. Sippy sippies. Alright, since we got more people in here, as I said a little bit ago, we're probably going to start the giveaway in about 30 minutes to an hour, depending. I think the company that makes this Broken Wagon Wheel, thank you for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate that. Oh, there's the alert. So the company that makes Clip Studio also makes, or at least distributes. I don't know if they actually develop it. Somebody else might, and then they just distribute it. I'm not sure. They do make or distribute a 3D modeling program. I have not used it. I don't have it. But they do have one. I know that much. Why do I have to log in? I just logged in earlier. Why did it lock me out? But on the asset store, there's all kinds of tools that you can use. Most of them are free. Some of them do cost like these credits that you use real money to buy, like coins. And you can access a lot of cool things like brushes. There's that 3D poser tool that's really useful for making your own references and stuff. What else? There's like materials like that you can use in your artwork or as like a template for things like objects, rooms, that kind of stuff, which is really handy, especially if you're doing like comics. I should probably try the modeler, to be honest. Okay, finger brush, there it is. Oh, I did download it. Alright, so where is it? Oh, it's right here. Wow. So here, over here on the left side, you can see, because I haven't added it to my brushes yet, but it looks like worms. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this over one of my brush sections to install it. Get like a skinny one too. Okay, so I haven't worked with this yet, so I don't know exactly how it works, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, just a quick little stroke with the stylus, and we already have essentially a finger. Like the basic shape of a finger. Get a little more of a human kind of color. So see, it's like a fingertip. You start at the end and then you can work in the joints, and then if you do this as a vector layer, you can actually go in and manipulate it and repose it. So this seems to be just like the first joint of a finger, and then you use the other brushes for the middle and the lower joints, it looks like. So it's a little complicated, but I mean, if you're really struggling to draw fingers, which a lot of people do, and it's fine, it would be a really helpful shortcut to, at least on the sketch level, to give you a foundation to work from. So that seems really cool and handy, and if anybody is looking for that, I've retweeted it on Twitter, and I think I retweeted it. If I haven't, then I will. And I've posted it in the Art Talk section of my Discord, which you can access. Oh, and yeah, and Skelly dropped the link up there if you want to click the link. You have to have Clip Studio, though. Doesn't matter which version, but you do have to have Clip Studio to use it. As far as I know, it's not compatible with other programs. Some people might import it or port it over, but I don't know. And I don't know if the creator is okay with that, because it's a third-party creator. It's not made by the Clip Studio people. But yeah, Clip Studio is loaded with all kinds of cool time-saving and frustration-saving tools. And I highly recommend it. It's very nice. It's very good. I love Mario Paint music. I don't know why. I used to play a lot of Mario Paint when I was a kid. I was really tickled by the idea of an art program on the Super Nintendo, and it came with a mouse, and that was amazing to me. I still have the mouse somewhere. I still have my Super Nintendo, it's just I don't think it works anymore. And the plastic got all yellow, like oxidized. I used to animate in Mario Paint, because there was a little, very primitive animation tool thing. I also don't know how I'm going to do the feet on this yet, but it's probably going to be something monstery and not necessarily humanoid. Because, I mean, if you're making a kaiju, even if it's an anthro kaiju like this, like, why would you just make regular human feet or human hands? It's boring. Basically, this person, who I also did the panther sona not too long ago, and a rat sona, same person, they give me a lot of, like, free license when I do these single image references. They're basically just like, here's the basic thing that I want, and here's the basic outfit I want them in, and then anything else is basically up to me. So like here, I could use the finger brush, but I'm not gonna, because I don't wanna. Sometimes it's more fun, but at the same time, sometimes I'm like, oh, well, I'm not 100% sure which way you want me to go with this character, so you're gonna have to, like, let me know if I'm on track or not. Because, like, you know, if it's just like, I want a kaiju person wearing this outfit, and then, like, this is the only kind of reference image, and this isn't like a direct reference. I'm not drawing this kaiju as a person. This is just like something kind of like this overall, and then I do my thing. But that's all the direction I got. So as far as the pose went, it took me a while to figure out a pose, because I'm like, I don't know what kind of personality you want this character to have, you know? Are they, like, super tough and kind of, you know, rough around the edges? Are they more, you know, put together and, you know, refined? You know, are they a cutesy kaiju? I don't know. I have some idea because I've done work for this person in the past, but I was not 100% sure, and I was like, hey, here's the first rough sketch. Can you, you know, let me know if anything's wrong? Because I had a little bit of trouble coming up with a pose. But yeah, overall, like, giving an artist that you're hiring to draw for you license to, you know, kind of flex and wiggle around a bit is good, but at the same time, you do need to give some direction. Otherwise, you might end up with something you don't want. And some artists really don't like having to do revisions, so in order to avoid that, you generally want to be as specific as you need to be to get what you want. Because some artists will charge extra for revisions. Oh, we're gonna get kid noises tonight, by the way. Just so you know. I'm always very communicative during the art process. If I'm ever not sure about the direction that something's going, I will always ask. And sometimes I will even pester the client, like, hey, I really need you to tell me, like, which way you want me to go with this. I really need you to give me a little bit more restriction, essentially, so that I know what to do and what not to do. So some people end up getting essentially the text version of me, like, beating on your door and being like, hey, is this good? Help. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for cruising, but, you know, I don't want to have somebody pay for something and then be like, no, this is all wrong. What's wrong with you? This is not what I wanted at all. And then I'm like, oh, you didn't tell me what you wanted. I'm sorry. Yeah, a tiny bat on your door just just squeaking and flapping. Oh, my poor tablet. And I wouldn't have a tablet anymore, and it would be like, oh no, I can't draw it at all. I'll have to do it on paper, and it won't be as good because I can't use Control Z or Symmetry Tool or anything like that. So I figure there's a lot of scales. So I figure the forearms are probably going to have like similar to bird legs, and kind of big scales that kind of wrap around. And then like the back, the shoulders, the neck and stuff are going to be more coarse, almost like a bearded dragon kind of situation going on. And I'll probably do that. Well, I mean they're going to be wearing clothes, so I guess I don't have to worry too much about what the legs and the torso are going to look like. But the tail's also going to have more of that rough, spiky texture too, at least on the top. And then I don't know how the end of the tail is going to go. I don't think I'm going to go this direction with whatever's going on here. I don't particularly care for this, personally. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, depending on what your character's design is, sometimes you have to make concessions to make it easier for the artist. Because, like, especially with wings, speaking as someone with a bat persona, not everybody is great at drawing wings, and that's understandable. Wings are tricky because they're like weird mutant hands. Oh yeah, I got Masto Bloops. Okay. Yeah, so if your design is very complicated or very specific, sometimes artists will have trouble with it. So sometimes you make slight little exceptions or alternatives that you're okay with. Just because sometimes the artist will have trouble with something and it can make the process a little more unpleasant or drawn out as they, struggle to figure out how to do what you want. It's like wings, really long mutant hands, and it's hard to get them to look right. And if you're, like, in the specific context of, like, a persona, you're sometimes having the character do things with those wings that don't really make sense for wings to do, so it can look weird or just not really be possible to do. So sometimes you're just like, yeah, you can just do it like this instead. So usually my sketches are just very rough, and then I just kind of ink and work it out during the inking process. But since this is a more complicated character, I am actually doing a second sketch on top of the initial rough sketch to kind of pull everything together a bit more before I move on to inking. Because I'm still I have no idea what I'm going to do for the feet. Because, like, on here, I don't even have an example because the feet, like, they look almost like elephant feet, like here, but you can't see the bottoms of them, so I actually don't know how they work. And again, I'm not completely copying this. It's just a rough guideline. Okay, get a snack. Bring some snack for us. Share the snack. You don't have to, it's fine. I just ate dinner anyway. Snack. So if I'm gonna do 3 fingers on the hands, I should probably do 3 toes on the feet. Snack. If this looks awkward, trust me, it looks awkward to me too. I'm just trying to plan it out. I'm trying to, so the rough concept for the feet is in my head in kind of like a dust cloud in space, and I'm trying to get it to congeal into something, but I'm trying to do that through drawing it out. Because again, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. So I could also do something like a toe in the back to add more stability, but that looks awkward. And this client usually doesn't like me to do digitigrade feet, like, you know, like a dog leg, like where it's like this. They usually like plantigrade, which is like human feet, like this, so. It might, actually, but this is technically a remix. And it's been on YouTube for years, and it's never been taken down, even on YouTube. And I imagine if it's going to be taken down, it would be taken down on YouTube too. But I should probably switch over to Connellcast anyway. The client doesn't really have any preference on that. Alright, just 1 second.
Connellcast by Connellrad.
This is actually a new episode that just came out
Hi folks.
yesterday or the day
Bit
before.
of a hypnotic one this week. Hope you like it. Also wanted to flag up that the second episode of Drone Alone, the new series of long-form Connellrad drone tracks, is now available exclusively for Patreon subscribers. If you want to get it, head to patreon.com/Connellrad. You'll also get access to all the other Patreon benefits. Anyway, let's go.
Actually, maybe 2 toes would be the way to go, because I'm liking this a little more already. Like 2 broad toes like that. Yeah, okay. I think I like 2 toes more. So kind of something like that. And then maybe a claw over here, like a dew claw kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just wanted to get the basic idea down, essentially. Actually, let me check the form again. They might be wearing shoes, in which case I don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, no shoes. It's just gray scales, black t-shirt, and jeans. So yeah, we'll probably go with the two broad toes, and then just have the cuffs. I should probably sketch that out too. The cuffs of the pants probably come down to about here. And then, yeah, that should be alright. And a t-shirt, that's probably going to come down to about here. It's going to have to be a very wide neck t-shirt. Really, I drew all the detail of these shoulder scales for nothing, but that's fine. Alright, so shirt, and then pants, and then again pockets. Always giving pockets. Because in the real world, pants don't have pockets for everybody, and I think that's a load of crap. Oh, so is the meat grinder, because I know you mentioned it before, is the meat grinder a standalone appliance, or is it like an attachment for like a KitchenAid mixer? Oh, okay. Ah, old-fashioned. You gotta use your elbow grease to get that meat. Let me know if the music's too loud. The bass is a little thumpy, so I don't know how it sounds to you guys. Everything is louder in my earbuds, so. You could try making your own sausage. Yeah, I have a filter set up in OBS, that basically when I'm talking, because I use push to talk for my mic, when I'm talking, the volume of the music dips down a little bit. Very handy. I wish more people used it actually, because there's a lot of streamers that get drowned out by the sounds from their games and music. Although, the way that Twitch has been going with music, I guess that won't be as much of a problem since a lot of people are just not using music anymore, which is kind of sad. Like, that really, really sucks that that's basically the conclusion that many people are forced to come to with this. And then I guess that soundtrack thing that Twitch released, they were like, oh yeah, you know, you gotta use this, but you gotta do some special, like, modding or something, or use, like, a special plugin or something. And essentially what it does is it completely erases all the music from your VOD afterwards. So even if you have music using it on stream, your VOD's not gonna have any music. Which is weird. Like, why can't you just buy the licenses to this stuff? Like, Amazon has enough money to do that. They could just do it. Yeah, I tried using Soundtrack when it was first announced, because I was like, oh, maybe that's a solution. But for one, I didn't like the selection on it at all. I didn't like what they had available. And then I heard that even the stuff on that, they didn't get the proper licenses or permissions from some of the artists that they were on, they had on their own thing. And I was like, what? Like, what? Are you serious? And so I was like, you know what? Nah, never mind. I'm just gonna find royalty-free music and use that. And then Connellcast that I'm playing right now, I actually reached out to the artist himself on Twitter and asked for permission to use it on stream, and he actually gave me personal permission to use the music, so that's why I play Connellrad on here. which is something that, you know, if you're interested in using somebody's music on your stream, it's always worth a shot to ask them. Oh, good job saving. I mean, the worst they can say is no, but the best they can say is, yeah, go for it. And I like Conrad a lot. I've been listening to Conrad for a long time. I like Conocast a lot. I often have it playing when I'm working anyway, so I was like, well, you know, he said he designed this for people to work and study to, so I might as well ask. And he's like, yeah, for you, just you, because I can't make like a sweeping declaration, but for you personally, you can use this. Go ahead. Thanks for asking. I was like, sweet. And here we are. Alright, so we are almost an hour in, so probably within the next 15 to 20 minutes I'm going to start the raffle. I will be boosting my stream announcements, see if we can get a few more people in here, and then we'll start the raffle and hope that it works. Alright, so now that I have the clothing sketched out, I know basically what I actually do need to work on and what I can kind of ignore. Because now I know what's actually going to show up and what's going to be hidden by clothes. I've heard about Stream Beats. I haven't used it. I used the pretzel one very briefly, but just because there wasn't a whole lot going on in the chat at the time I was using it, it just kind of spammed the channel every time a new song played. And I guess I could turn that off, but I also didn't care as much for the selection of music. Oh, I didn't know you could use it with foobar. That's cool. Actually, kind of forgot foobar existed. I haven't used that in a long, long time. That's cool. I would be more inclined to use that if not for all the copyright nonsense going on with music on Twitch nowadays. miss Winamp. I miss like old Winamp. Like visualizers and stuff. Yeah, Clairejohn was inspired by a discussion about Winamp and old Winamp skins that were archived, and somehow engineered a way to embed Winamp into an instance. Still not sure how that works, but it's pretty impressive. Oh, okay. I don't know how the Skin Museum does it because I'm not inclined in those sorts of things. Actually, I will be right back in like 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, just had to go grab something. Alright, giving it another minute and then we're gonna start the raffle. Let me just double check all the things. What should the raffle duration be to make sure everybody can get their entries in time? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? Hello, Sarah Nautilus. Welcome, welcome. You're just in time. I'm about to start the raffle. 15? 15 sounds good. That way everybody has a chance to get in their entry. Permission, everyone. Okay. Advanced, must be a follower to win. Gate cost 0. Bonus subscriber tickets 1. That will be the right command. I have not started it yet. I'm just double checking all of the stuff. Oh, thank you for following, Sarah Nautilly. Alright, so I have set it all up. Alright. And
Connell cast. Never generative.
okay,
never
so
procedural.
it's started.
Human.
Why isn't it? There it is. Okay, okay, there we go. So if you type !raffle, you will enter the raffle. If you are a non-subscriber, you get 1 ticket. If you're an active subscriber, you get 2. And in 15 minutes, we will pick the winner. Is it giving you confirmation that you're entering? Because I'm not seeing confirmation. It might be giving it to you privately. No? It's not showing up. What the hell? Alright, so this is what I was worried about. Oh, it's showing up now. It's showing up now. It's just laggy. Oh, you have to put in a number. What? It's not supposed to allow you to do 3. What the hell? Alright, hang on. Just 1 second, because it's being weird. Like I said, I haven't used this before. Okay, so it just... Ticket cost is 0. I don't know, like, it doesn't give me any other... It doesn't give me any other options. Giveaway settings. Okay, the command is raffle. Okay, for commands it just says that you only have to type !raffle to enter, not giving a value. Well, whatever, let's try it again. Okay. So I guess just do it the way it says, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, so use the command now because it's up. Alright, so now it's showing up. Okay, so yeah, so even because Flowless is a subscriber and said raffle 1, he's still got 2 tickets because he's a subscriber, so. It is working as designed, it's just the instructions are weird. Alright, so we have about 14 more minutes for everybody to get their entries in. And then we will pick a winner. Ooh. The song, the little blingy blingies in the song kind of loud. To me, anyway. Okay, so that hand is on the larger side, so I need to make this one bigger to match. It's probably my headphones. I'm also just very sensitive to sound, so things always sound louder to me. It's weird, because these are cheap little Panasonic earbuds I got for $8 on Amazon like 5 years ago, and they have very good sound. Oh yeah, like, Conrad makes a lot of music. I'm sure that his headphones are much better than my stupid little earbuds. So yeah, we had a nasty storm hit us yesterday, and it lasted from yesterday morning through last night. And I was not on my computer for most of the day because I was worried about losing power, and the power did flicker a few times. I basically didn't want to have my computer on and running and then lose power and then have the power come back on and like fry everything or destroy my surge protector or whatever. And it was so windy that the rain was going diagonal and horizontal. That was fun. And we're having work done on one of the decks, the balconies of the building. And because the workers left the wall open and exposed the elements, some water got in, and that was fun. I had to email my condo management this morning and tell them about it. But one of the contractors came by today and I guess was doing some damage control and stuff, so hopefully it doesn't cause any lasting damage. They should have closed it up. They should have put a tarp over it. I don't know why they didn't do that. I also checked the area that was wet. And it's mostly dry now, so there wasn't too much moisture, but it's still enough to be concerning. So that was the fun that I dealt with yesterday. I should probably invest in proper headphones. I mostly got these. Because I was using them with my phone, and having big, bulky, full, like, over-the-ear headphones to use with my phone when I'm laying in bed wasn't really practical. But I should probably get some proper headphones at some point. If anybody has suggestions on brands and models, like affordable ones, like I'm probably not going to spend more than $30 to $50 on headphones, but if anybody has recommendations for something in that, like, price range that are good, you can throw those my way. And we are down to just under 10 minutes left. If anybody wants to get in their entries. Because we have 17 viewers, but we do not have 17 entries, so if anybody's lurking, feel free to type !raffle, and you will enter the raffle for free artwork, custom artwork, whatever character you like. It will be a chibi, so something with a large head and kind of a small cutesy body, full color, no shading, simple background, any character you want, any outfit you want, anthro, human, monster, whatever, doesn't matter. I can draw all of them. Alright, Xenon. I'll let you know if you win. Yeah, I don't, because other people have used the same thing to do raffles and they did not have to put a number after the raffle command. And in the instructions, it doesn't say you have to do that. And my cat almost knocked over a chair. It's chaotic. It's just chaotic. Yeah, sorry about that, Eansy. Like, I watched my friend Jen do a raffle for a Swedish chocolate bar that's called a plop. And when she did it, people just had to do the exclamation point raffle command without a number by it, and it worked. And I'm not sure why you need to do the number for this one, but okay. She was using Streamlabs for it too, and I'm using Streamlabs. But, you know, whatever. Streamlabs is kind of weird. It doesn't always work the way you think it's gonna. Maybe something changed since then. So part of me feels like I want to do some of these big spikes that are on this one, even though I'm not just recreating this one. But, like with the t-shirt and everything, not really any room for big spikes. I don't know. I might ask the client about it and see if she wants spikes. Because I could do it like this, kind of almost like a shark fin kind of thing, like in the back, and then have it like shaded. I don't know. Complicated thoughts about kaiju designs. So we have just under 7 minutes left in the raffle. 12 entries. So there are people here that could still potentially enter if they want to. Exclamation point raffle with a 1 after it to enter. It is free as long as you are a follower. You are eligible to win. Subscribers get a bonus ticket, increasing their odds of winning.
This is Conrad. Stick with this one. It's going places. Just like you. Keep it up.
We are all going places. Not necessarily places we want to go, though. It's wild that 2020 is almost over, but at the same time, like, it feels like it's lasted a century. Can't go to bed yet. It's only 10 o'clock. Barely even night crew hours. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Like on December 31st, like we have to be like, oh, well, what is it going to be like a Groundhog Year? Like, is the clock gonna roll over and we'll be back in January 1st, 2020? Have to go through all of this all over again. I have not seen the carbonation setup improvement yet. I will look at it after stream. No Groundhog 2020. Yeah, that would be an absolute nightmare. Although, I guess the one mercy would be if we went into it knowing what happens in 2020 and be a little more prepared But if you go into it and you have no idea what's going to happen, you have no memory of it, then that's just awful. And Claire John, what have you soda'd? Anything interesting? This could be Groundhog 2020. I mean, I have a distinct memory of 2019 ending, but I don't know if that actually happened like immediately before 2020 started, or if that was just the last time I remember not being in the cycle. See, that's the scary thing. We wouldn't even know. I don't know, more and more I'm starting to become one of those people that thinks that this might all just be an elaborate simulation. Kind of like a game of The Sims, but we're The Sims. And someone is the sadistic asshole that's playing the game. Alright, how long do we have left? 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. I mean, I feel deja vu a lot. I just kind of like, you know, brush it off. Since even if it is significant in some way, it's not like I can do anything about it. But yeah, I get deja vu a lot, and I'm not sure why. Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy, Claire John. Welcome back, Xenon. We are under a minute left, and then we will draw the winner. Yes, I will draw the winner, and then I will draw the winner. Up, up. Okay, entries are closed. Timer has counted down all the way. Time to pick a winner. Alright, is everybody ready? Here we go. Oh, Bristleburr, you won! You did it! So, at any point that is convenient for you, you can send me a description and or reference image for whatever you want me to draw in chibi form. You can DM me on here, you can send me a message on Mastodon, Discord, Telegram, whatever you'd like. And then I will do that for you, and I'll probably work on it on stream if that's okay with you. Yay! So it worked. There were a few hiccups, but it worked. So now I know how to do this, and I can do giveaways in the future. My initial goal was to reach 200 followers on Twitch by the end of the year this year, so I met that ahead of time. I think my next milestone that I'm going to try to hit is, I'm not sure if it's 300 or if I just want to skip forward to 420. I might go 300 and then 420. So once I hit probably 300, I'll do another giveaway. I might do something bigger for that one, like a regular full body illustration or something. And I'll probably do more than one prize. Like I'll do like a big one as the main prize, and then I'll do like avatar giveaways for runner-up kind of stuff. But congratulations, Bristleburr, for winning. We did it, everyone. We did it, Reddit. This was also kind of a test, because again, I did not know how this worked or if it was gonna work, so now I know. I don't have body articulation, otherwise I would do a hypers pose. I can't do that, so just imagine I am. imagine bat wings up in the air. That's okay. Any kind of images that might, you know, be like roughly like something like this, you know. Okay, that's fine. So brown hyena, and then you can describe to me in text, as if you were RPing. You can describe to me the features of the hyena. Hello, Debbie Rocks. Selfies work too. I can work off of selfies. Text description is fine. I often work just off of text for people that don't already have examples. It's all good, and if I have questions, I'll just ask you. I'll just pester you until you tell me. And you can take your time. You don't have to do it right now. Whenever is convenient for you, you can just hit me up with that. The prize is not going to expire, basically. So you can do it today, you can do it this week, you can do it next week, you can do it next month. Whenever is good for you, it's cool. Yeah, selfies are fine. I've worked off selfies for both like human like drawings and also people just like something like this, and it's a selfie of them and they're like, oh, with my kind of hair, my kind of expression, my kind of eye color or whatever, but you know, in a character form or an anthro form or something.
And get announcement free.
Yeah, you could you could hit me up in 10 years and be like, oh yeah, remember that first ever like raffle you did on Twitch? Remember Twitch? Remember when Twitch was a thing before it got bought out by Facebook, Comcast, Tencent conglomerate, and then destroyed because they ran it even more poorly than Amazon? Like, remember that? And I'll be like, yeah, kinda, I guess. I'm super old now, I don't remember much, but sure, yeah, I'll draw that for you, if my arthritis lets me. Remember when Jeff Bezos wasn't literally the sun? You remember that? Remember when his head was not the thing that orbited through, or, you know, traveled through the sky every day? Remember those days? Oh right, we're not allowed to remember that. Oh no, we're getting arrested. Ah! We're not allowed to talk about the pre-Bezos solar system times.
Drone tracks with an emphasis on atmosphere, texture, and space.
Yeah, in 10 years I will be in my mid-40s. I'd basically be dead.
If you like deep, haunting soundscapes, uninterrupted by drums or earworm melodies.
Okay, that's just the Stinger advertising the drone alone thing, which I do want to stream, but at the same time it's Patreon exclusive, so I don't think it's really cool to do that. Because it, you know, like distributing exclusive material, and that's generally just rude. If you like the D. No, that's OnlyFans. that's on OnlyFans, sorry. Not safe for Twitch. See, Bezos Solar, because there's like a, what is it? Like when someone has, or an animal has like a mass of indigestible material in their body, like hair or something, it's called like a bezoar. So the Bezos Solar thing just makes me think of a bezoar, and that's really gross. Only bats. That's where you get the exclusive flaps.
Or tell a friend about
The not safe for Twitch flaps.
It'd be great for
Ew, that sounds gross. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. All right, since Skelly is here, I'm gonna go ahead and draw that bone. We're gonna draw bones. Woo. Because Skelly wants me to draw an icon for channel points for their channel. So I'm gonna draw the bone. I'm gonna start off with a straight line, so it doesn't look like all like bent like this. Like a longbow. We don't want it to look like that. It's gonna be so hard. I don't know if we're gonna get through this one. Chat, I don't know if we can do this. Exclusive flaps. The premium luxury flaps. So we're just drawing a fairly generic kind of semi-realistic, semi-cartoonish femur. You know, the typical bone that we see in media, you know, with the little knobblies on the ends, and it's just straight through like a stick made of bone. And I want it to fit as much in this square space as possible. So I'm doing it diagonally. Yes, when you watch Skelly's streams, you're actually collecting Skelly's own bones. And then essentially trading them back to Skelly for little, you know, tricks and perks and stuff. It's really kind of a sick and twisted exchange if you think about it, but I mean, you know, that this is what Bezos wants us to do. We have to exchange our own parts of ourselves to our audiences for novelties. This is the brave new world that we live in. I kind of want to draw almost like a political cartoon-esque thing of the Bezos solar system. That would be very cursed. That would probably get me banned from Twitch, though. Like, the Twitch cops would be, hey, you can't make fun of our god king Jeff Bezos. And then the Twitch cops will come to my house and arrest me and haul me away in an Amazon van. The same van that they used for their deliveries, but they would haul me away in it. Oh god, no, I don't. We have an Amazon distribution center not far from here, and so that you know, that's a little too close to reality for me. Like when I used to work at the restaurant before I quit last year, we would have people come in their Amazon fleece pullovers. You know, I don't know if they were on their shift and trying to squeeze in a meal break on the run, or they just got off their shift, but they never seemed to be happy and they never seemed to be well rested. I always felt very bad for them. I mean, it's work. They were, you know, they were just trying to feed themselves and make a living, obviously, but at what cost, really? Like, we would also have EMTs that would stop in during their shifts and get food to go because they had to eat, you know, in their van or truck or whatever it is in case they got a call. But they always seemed less stressed out and exhausted than the Amazon workers that would come in. which is, you know, that's royally messed up if you ask me. Not that EMTs should be stressed out and overworked, but if you're working in a warehouse or driving a delivery truck, there's no reason that you should necessarily be, like, more ragged than someone who's out there, like, saving literal lives, you know? And this was pre-COVID times, so I can only imagine the amount of stress that the EMTs are dealing with this year as opposed to last year. I'm gonna make the knobblies bigger. This is just a really elongated version of the Satellite of Love from MST3K. Like, it's just the Satellite of Love. Oh yeah, I was talking yesterday about having a movie night via SyncTube. Watching the the beloved classic, the beloved Canadian classic, Surviving Edged Weapons. When would people want to do that? We could do that tonight after stream, if anybody wants to, or we could do it another night. Like, I'm not streaming tomorrow, but I have friends who are streaming in the evening, so... Okay, we could do it tonight after stream, I'm fine with that. I have some Kahlua. We can have some Kahlua, we can watch Surviving Edged Weapons. I also have ice cream. Ooh! I have ice cream. I'm gonna eat ice cream and watch a really bizarre and kind of gory, cautionary instructional video about dealing with people with bladed weapons. I'm not even sure how to describe it, to be honest. I've seen it before and I love it, but I don't know exactly how to describe what it is exactly. But yeah, if you want to join us, I will be posting the SyncTube link probably like immediately after stream, like within 10 minutes. Just enough time for me to like power everything down and take a bio break and get some ice cream. I guess I could push it up like half an hour after. I might end stream a little early tonight because we did the giveaway and that was the main thing tonight. It's you know, it's whatever people want. So I could end at like, I could end at 11. I could end at 11:30. It's up to people. I don't mind either way. I got kind of a slow start today anyway because I was worried about the wetness from the storm. Alright, yeah, we'll end just a little bit early and then we'll go have a stream night. So it's on SyncTube, which is basically a open source way of watching videos together, but videos that are on like YouTube or Vimeo or whatever. Dailymotion, I think they also support. And I found a copy of Surviving Edged Weapons in its entirety on YouTube, so we can just watch it on there. Alright, I'll finish up the bone, and then we'll do that. For anybody that wants to join us, again, you're welcome. I'm going to be posting the link in the Discord. And if you are not in my Discord, you are welcome to join it. It's very chill. We talk about a lot of different things. There's places for shitposting, there's places for venting, there's places for art discussion, there's places for game discussion, memes, all kinds of stuff. And I will be posting the link in there, and then you can come and hang out in the SyncTube, which has its own chat if you want to chat in there. And just a content warning, CW, there's some almost cartoonish levels of gore and blood in this thing, because it's basically supposed to be like an instructional video for like cops when dealing with people that have like improvised and hidden like bladed weapons on them and intending to do harm to the cops. But it's outrageous. It's not like horror movie kind of stuff, it's just weird. I mean, honestly, if I didn't know better, I would think that it was an Adult Swim thing. Like, it's that kind of level of just outrageous, almost like absurd kind of stuff, but it's completely serious. It takes itself very seriously. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. I'll probably have a couple of other videos queued up. Short ones, just to roll just before the main event starts, and then probably a few that will roll after it ends, as like a wind down kind of thing. That's usually how I do it when I do SyncTube. I have a whole playlist full of videos of various types that I just kind of rearrange. Because I used to do fairly regular MST3K watch nights with friends via SyncTube, where we would watch some weird, like, random videos, and then we'd watch an episode or two of MST3K back before it was on Netflix. And then we'd watch a few more random videos, and then call it a night.
Now, let's go.
Alright, so I want to fill as close to the edge as possible, so I'm just going to go right up to the edge with the outline. Make it as visually distinct as possible while also being fairly simple, so people know exactly what it is. I mean, it's kind of hard to mistake a cartoonish leg bone, but you know. As visually bony as possible, yes, exactly. And if anybody's wondering, I do take commissions for this. This is a commission. If you want me to draw an icon for your channel points for your channel, if you don't have one already or you want to update it, just hit me up. For these, because they're relatively simple most of the time, it's, you know, between $20 and $25. More complicated one, it would be $25. I don't necessarily recommend super complicated ones because they're not usually shown at a high enough resolution on Twitch that a lot of tiny little details are going to really show up. So if it's simpler in overall design and color scheme, the better. It's not like emotes where they're shown at different sizes across the site. I would say that that looks like a bone. I think we might have managed to make a bone. This is a bone I would be proud to have a cartoon dog steal and run away with. This is the kind of bone you could have a Castlevania pot roast sitting on. Or, yes, or a Monster Hunter steak, even though it's not really a steak, but they call it a steak anyway. Well done steak, raw steak. That's a bone. That's the kind of bone that a Castlevania skeleton would throw at you, for sure. And it would probably hurt a little bit. Oh yes, and also, Saturdays are now Final Fantasy Tactics nights. That's what I will be doing on stream until we basically get through Final Fantasy Tactics, or I get tired of it and decide to play something else. I am actually in the process of working up a new file to the point where the old file... oh, we're being raided. Working up a new file to the point where the gameplay last Saturday was... this time I have named my party members after people in the chat. Hello Raiders! Thank you Ryle for raiding with a party of 3. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I am just currently drawing a bone as a channel points icon for someone. How was your stream, Ryle? Playing science and technology. What were you up to? What kind of science and technology were you doing? All right, saving the bone. We don't want to lose the bone. You don't want to lose your bones. Oh! I didn't know you were working on a Twitch chat-based RPG, but that sounds intriguing. Thank you, 13th Fairy, for following. Welcome, I appreciate that. I'm glad that the stream went well. How is the development going? Is it coming along? Are you running into a lot of speed bumps, or is it pretty smooth sailing overall? I don't know how to develop games at all, so... But I am fascinated by it. I greatly respect people who can do that because it seems very complicated. So, anybody who is new to the stream, raiders and others alike, I am Extinct. I am a freelance illustrator, full-time, self-taught. I am currently working on a commission of a Kaiju Sona character. As you can see, I've got the sketch. This is actually a second pass sketch. I have the rough underneath. Thank you, Frinkledoodle, for following. So I've been working on this on stream, and I also was doing a commission of a channel points icon of a very classic bone, which I basically just finished up. I just, unfortunately, I just did a giveaway to commemorate achieving 200 followers on Twitch. I will be doing another giveaway when I reach 300. If you're a follower, you'll know when that happens, and you'll be eligible to win the next time. And after the stream, I am going to be doing a sort of movie night, impromptu movie night. If anybody wants to join, watching a classic, very bizarre video called Surviving Edged Weapons. And you can join us in my Discord after this stream, and I will set that up, and you're free to watch with us. Yeah, 200 was actually my goal for the year. I wanted to hit that before 2020 ended, and I managed to do it a little bit ahead of time, so I'm very happy about that. And I hope that you have achieved your goal, or will soon. Okay, so you built a semi-interactive chatbot for your stream, but it's all text. You wanted something more graphical. That is awesome. I love the integrations that have been developed for things that use Twitch. Like, I really like Stream Raiders. I don't use it because I don't feel like I have enough people to justify it, but I really like Stream Raiders a lot, and I play it on other people's streams. So that kind of thing is really cool to me. Okay, some rough moments, but tonight was great. Got a lot done. That's excellent. I love that. It's great when, you know, things come together. Even if there's some hiccups, it's great when they come together. Sprinkles, thank you for following. Welcome. So in about, I'm going to say about 10 minutes, I'm going to wrap up and we're going to raid somebody. And then over in the Discord, I'm going to set up the sync tube for the video. And then anybody who wants to watch and is okay with a little bit of almost cartoonish level blood and violence is welcome to watch this really strange classic video with us. Well, if you ever get a working version that you're willing to kind of hand out to people to kind of, you know, playtest, I'd be willing to do that. Ah, thank you, Ryle. Yes, that's the Discord. You are all free to join. Everybody's free to join. It's very chill. It's more active than it used to be, but it's not, like, bloated or hard to keep up with. Thankfully, because I don't like super huge Discords that are hard to follow. So I'll be posting the link in there. I'm going to be using SciTube, which is basically the successor to SyncTube. It's a website that basically allows you to queue up and watch stuff together. And we'll be watching it on there. I've been meaning to have like a watch party for something, and I found a copy of this extremely interesting video that I've seen before and is very amusing to me. And so I figured, why not share it with people that might not have seen it before, or might have seen it before and appreciate it and want to watch it again with others. If a bit of blood and violence is not your thing, you don't have to join us. That's fine. I understand. Ah, yeah. Well, if you want to collaborate, you know, you can reach out to me and we can see if we can negotiate something. I haven't done a lot of artwork for, like, game development and stuff, but I'd be willing to offer whatever help and expertise I can that might be applicable. Okay, I should save. Last thing I want is something catastrophic to happen and I lose my progress. That would be unfortunate. Alright, so I'm still not 100% happy with these feet. I feel like these are a little too simple. I like the amount of toes that we settled on, but I feel like the way the toes end in the claws could be better. Let's see if we can fix that a bit. So like the way the elbows are with this little protrusion, this little spike thing going on, I think I'm gonna do something similar to that for where the toe transitions into the claw. Kind of have maybe going up like that and kind of almost like a cap on the end of the toe rather than just a claw coming out. Make it a little more kaiju-y, more spikes. Kaijus need spikes. A bit more like that, I think. I think that's good. And then over here we're gonna do the same thing. Because this character doesn't need to wear shoes. I was not instructed to give them shoes at all. I can go a little bit wacky with the feet. I'm gonna do that. A little more like that. A little more monstrous. And then if I really wanted to, I could also do that up here with the fingertips. I could kind of do something more like that, but I don't know yet. Yeah, I could do that. It's almost like a fish hook or a harpoon. That's pretty kaiju-y. I also think I need to bulk out this arm a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. Alright, so we're getting somewhere with this. It's a lot further than I was yesterday when I was still wrestling with what kind of pose to do. It took me a couple of days to even nail down a pose because I really wasn't sure which way to go with it. So that's pretty good. At this point, it's basically just gonna be a matter of cleaning up a couple more things and then shipping this off to the client for approval. And then once I get approval on that, I can start doing the inks. And then we got the bone. Basically did the bone all in one go, so that's good. Also, does anybody have ideas to add to the hat to draw from for animals to draw in sweaters? I am doing a weekly themed drawing for a hashtag on Twitter called Animal Sweater Sunday, where basically the goal is to draw an animal, any kind of animal, can be real or fictitious, wearing a sweater of some sort. Just like a cute little fun exercise that I've been doing. So far, what have I done? Let me pull up some examples. Last week, I did this. A Red River hog wearing a smart-looking Nordic-style cardigan with some little spectacles because people said that they looked like a professor with the elbow patch and everything. I did this last week. Okay, red panda, raccoon. I haven't done either of those. So I will add those to the pool. Let's see. Week before last, I did this one, a leopard gecko in an ugly Christmas sweater that has crickets on it, and some knitted leg warmers and a Santa hat on its tail. I could do a gator. Yeah, I haven't done a gator yet. Ooh, a frog would be good too. I am keeping a running list. I actually have a piece of paper, a notepad that I've written things on because that's actually easier for me to keep track of than like a digital document. And then I have one more that I've done. I've only done 3 weeks so far. Let me find. Where is it? I think it's in the wrong folder. Ah, yeah, here it is. So this was the first one I did. And this is my bat, Mori, the same as my Facerg avatar. Wearing a turtleneck sweater with a nighttime theme, crescent moon and stars. I haven't done a bird yet, so I've been thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing a pigeon because pigeons are very, round and chunky, and I think a pigeon in a sweater would be very rotund and cute. But other suggestions for birds are welcome as well. A 1,000 frogs piled into a single sweater. So basically what I've been doing, I haven't been keeping up with it because I've been doing like more cute things, like the bat, the gecko, and then I also like doing more unconventional things that aren't necessarily what are like traditionally cute. Like a red river hog, most people probably wouldn't say, oh, what a cute little hog, right? But it's also something you don't normally see a lot of people drawing. I don't see a lot of red river hog artwork out there, so I wanted to do something that's a little, out of the norm. So I'm cool with things that are just, normally cute and kind of cuddly looking, and also things that are just unusual. That's fine with me too. Like I might do like an earthworm in a sweater or something. But yes, if you want to suggest stuff here, or if you want to suggest stuff in the Discord, you can do that, and I will add it to the pool, and then when I'm working on stuff for Animal Sweater Sunday, I will be drawing suggestions essentially from the pile to draw. Roseate Spoonbill, I've never drawn a spoonbill before. I know exactly what you're talking about, I've never drawn one. That would be very interesting. Okay, let me actually write some of these down because I don't know if chat will be saved once the stream is over. Okay, written them down. Okay, and now I think, because there's not a whole lot more I can do on this commission until I get approval, and I already did the bone, and we did the giveaway. I think it's time to raid someone. And I think we... Yeah, my kid killed a bug. I think I'm gonna pass us off to Lonan. I think is still streaming. Yes, Lonan is still streaming. I could also pass us off to Kelif. So, chat, you have a decision to make. Would you rather raid Kelif, who is playing Hades right now? Or would you rather raid Lonan, who's playing Dark Souls 2 with, I think, a randomizer mod? Alright, we've got an abstention. That's fine. It is a tough choice. I agree. They are also both friends of mine, so I'm having a hard time choosing two, because I can only raid one of them. Kelif has less. Kelif only has 2 viewers as far as I can tell. Oh, Lonan's doing charity, though. Oh, see, it's tough. It's tough. Oh yeah, I think, okay, so I think, I was in Lonan's stream a little bit earlier today. I think Lonan's dog, or the dog of someone Lonan knows, is, having a medical crisis right now, and, funds need to be raised to help, get the dog treatment. Alright, so I'm gonna send us to Kelif just because Kelif only has 2 people watching right now, and, you know, it'll make someone's day to, you know, have their numbers bump up a little bit. But if anybody wants to keep in mind that Lonan right now is doing a charity stream, you know, you're welcome to pop on over there instead. Okay, so let's go see Kelif, and then in the Discord I will be posting the SyncTube link very soon, and we will watch Surviving Edged Weapons. And thank you, everybody that stopped by and hung out, everybody that entered the raffle. Congratulations to Bristleburr for winning. Thank you everybody that hosted. Thank you everybody that rated. Thank you everybody that followed and subscribed. Thank you for the gift subscriptions. I appreciate you all. I will be back on Thursday, and I'll see you then. Have a good night.